Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone across the world. May your day be full of much, much love. And happy to have you guys here. Well, hello to all my Zen friends, everyone returning. So glad to have you here. And of course, welcome if you're new to my channel, too. I'm bruddaZEN, and these are our opportunity for free readings. Of course, we'll talk about how that all works. But we've got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, two things that make life much easier as a human. So, welcome. There's always room for more Zen friends. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. The free readings we try to keep it simple. All you do is put your question out in the chat. There's no special list. The chat is it. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading and then free readings are generally 1 to 2 cards, and we'll see what spirit brings through for those. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those readings. I step outside of the free readings. I dive deeper into those as well. We pull more cards from the tarot, and we have a few different kind of fortune cookie cards that I'll choose from, whichever one I feel led to do. It's a little extra, little bonus card, usually a short message, and that'll be for them. And then after that, my YouTube channel members get second priority over donations. You'll see their names in green with a little badge. So we got one in here, I believe. We got Moonlight 5. So hello, Moonlight. Shout out to you. And so they get second priority, and then I move into the free readings. Sometimes I don't get to all the free readings. I do prioritize and make sure I complete donations and my YouTube channel members because that's part of their monthly membership. If you're interested, we do have 2 levels of membership. We have Zen Cricket at $2.99 a month and Praying Mantis at $7.99 a month. You get prioritization during all the free readings, but you always are guaranteed to get, even if I go and spend time with my Praying Mantis members, and if I don't finish all of my donations and my YouTube channel members, I do come back to finish those same day. So you'll get the message that day. Sundays are different for everyone. Whatever I don't get to in the 2 hours that I'm on after I go spend an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members and eat, I come back on and finish up for everyone. So if you try on Friday and on Saturdays, 2 sessions, and you're not able to get to your free reading, please make sure to come back on Sundays. We'll make sure you get a message from Spirit there. In addition to prioritization, we also get together during the week with YouTube channel members. We have a special session on Wednesday night for a couple hours for both of the groups together. And then on Thursday night, my Praying Mantis members get a special 2 hour session at least. And then on Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoons, after my regular session, we have about an hour or so together too. And they get advanced access to all of the videos that I put out with my weekly videos, my monthly videos, quarterly, all of that. They get immediate access as soon as I upload them, which can be 2, 3, sometimes 4 weeks in advance. So if you're interested, there's a link down in the description box to look at those. Let's see here. So this last week we had Leo full moon. Are you guys still having fun with that full moon energy? It was a whopper, but we did have a video come out for that. If you want to take a look, this is available for everyone. And we talk about the Leo full moon energy and then messages from Spirit on there. Every Friday morning, we have a new Zen Bite, which is a short little video that talks about how we can maintain our Zen or return to our Zen if we've wandered off into the chaotic world, which is easy to do. Today's was called The Best Date Ever. So here's a link to that one if you're interested in taking a look at that. And we have a bunch of other videos that I put out each month. Excuse me. So we got like the new moon, full moon, when the sun changes signs, which tomorrow morning we'll have Pisces season video come out. It's exciting. And then we have a monthly quest video, which is kind of like a podcast that talks about whatever element that we're in, and how to get to know our elemental spirit guide. We're going to be covering 5 elements, which are, of course, fire. Let's see, fire, earth, air, and water, and then the ethereal will be month 5. So those are all free. And if you go to my main um, page at the very top, it says new for 2025, and it has all the playlists that are out there. We also have monthly Zen Gates too, like 112233. So there's quite lot of free content that Spirit's putting out this year, because it is a doozy of a fun year, and they're trying to give us as many tools as we can if we'll um, be open to them, and it'll help our life of 2025 be easier instead of learning the hard way. Which sometimes we like to learn the hard way. There's no judgment in that. I mean, I know that's the way. My best learned lessons were the lessons I learned the hard way. So, um, but if you're wanting some information, that's all free if you go onto the main page. What else? What else? I also offer personal readings, and there's a link down in the description box for that. But because this is my birthday month, I am now officially 58.000 something, because it was a couple days ago. But I'm having a crazy Zen super sale on my personal recorded readings, which do include my relationship readings. And I do have um, 6 uh, special type readings outside of just doing a personal reading. And if you take a look at the description box, there's a little link and it goes into detail what's included in each one of these. But we've got, like, if you're single and looking, so you don't have a love interest yet. If you have a love interest, I call it the single background check. It's finding out, what do I need to know about this other person that we're kind of heading somewhere, but not in a relationship yet. We have the secret crush, which is you have a crush on someone and you're wanting to know, do they feel the same about me? What do I need to know about this? And etc. We have a status of a current relationship. So if you're in a relationship, just to check up on what's going on, what do you need to know, that type of thing. The famous stay or go relationship reading. Is it best for me to stay, or is it best for me to go, or what energy is on either side of those? Those are popular. And then the last one is also very popular. Reconcile with X. Is based on current energy, is reconciliation in the cards, literally, or what's the energy if I do want to get back together with them, and if I don't, to help you decide whether it's in your if that energy fits with what you want in your life. So some fun stuff. So so if you're interested in those, like I said, I do relationship readings, I have past life readings, life purpose readings, and birthday readings too. So all the information is there's a link in the description box below, but they're on sale right now. Like I said, you can get a half hour reading for, what is it? Half hour is like $15, and an hour is 25 right now. So if you're wanting to dive deep into relationships because Valentine's is on your heart and you want to know about love, check them out. It's a good price for this month. I think that's it. That's all the blah 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 that I want to get into right now. Thank God. Let's get into messages from Spirit, right? So I think I got everything set here. I'm going to be using this wonderful tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. See if you can see there's the name of it there. There we go, better. So that's the one we're going to be using this evening. So let's get into it. So we have a few donations. So we'll start there. We have Lydia, and then Brenda, and then Valerie, and then Alice. So thank you guys so much. And happy Valentine's Day, everybody that's wishing me happy Valentine's Day, and wishing the group happy Valentine's Day. Good to see everyone. Did I get a haircut? Well, I think I cut my own hair. I used to like shave my head if you look at older videos. But since I'm getting older, I thought maybe I should grow it out while I still can. But I think I did cut it a little maybe a week ago. So maybe since the last time you saw me, I probably did. Got to keep the grays. It gets really gray over here. Got to keep it trim. You guys are so funny. But good to see everybody. Let me just make sure everything is good here. Hey, everybody. All right. All right. So I think we're good to go. So let us jump in. So, Lydia, you are up first. So let's give that donation a love and a like since it lets me. So thank you for the donation. And question below. All right. I think I shrunk my font here. So I'm just going to lean in and put my glasses on. So you're still waiting on the job offer. It's like they're delaying it, or is it a goner? Anything else coming soon, or will it be a while before something comes by? You left your job 2 weeks ago. All right. Freedom, right? All right. Let's take a look here. All right, and Amazing Grace, thank you. I just had a couple donations come through the Cash App, so you'll be up. Let's see here. Yeah, so you'll be up after Alice with the timestamps here. All right, so let's dig into this, Lydia. Let's find out. First of all, is that job gone? Is it a goner, or are things delayed? Okay, because that will tell us that. And anything else coming soon? All right, well, so we got some cards for that here. And then, will it be a while? Okay, well, we'll find out with those cards there. Okay, yeah, so I think those are what we're looking for here. You do have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And the Page of Swords, let's see if I can get it to reflect the little bottom thing there. But the Page of Swords is about new communication, updated communication coming. So I feel like you are going to get notification from that job, and we'll find out here if it's gone or if it's just delayed. But the cards that came out are like one card and then three cards, then two cards. Whenever I get like a 3, 2, 1, it's counting down to something, or 1, 2, 3. But when it's 1, 3, 2, it's like things are out of order and there's a lot of confusion around it. So that can kind of tell you something about what's going on with the company there. But let's see, is it a goner, or is it, well, you got the Knight of Pentacles. So that would be our delay. It's not gone, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of them all. So yeah, it's like dun, 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 dun. It's like way slow. So I don't feel like the job is gone. It just feels like there's delays. Kind of sensing budget, um, uncertainty, pausing of hiring. With all the stuff that's going on everywhere in the world, there's just kind of some, wait a minute, you know, are we rushing in? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? Kind of thing. So I feel like it's kind of that kind of stuff that's just kind of slowing down, and wrenches being thrown into the works of everything. Anything else coming soon? Let's take a look. These are those three cards. And timing too. We'll look at it here. I'm sure it'll review itself. You do have the 10 of Pentacles, which is about the fullness of life and abundance coming in the outside world. You have the Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity, new passion, a new ignition, a new beginning. So, with the Sun card, wow. So, one of the most beautiful, amazing, big cards about abundance. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun with the Ace of Wands coming together. I feel like there's going to be a different opportunity that's even better for you coming up. And that will make sense why the Knight of Pentacles, usually when we get a slow patience card, which of course irritates our human side a little bit, uh, it's for us, right? It's delaying us because it's like, no, that this other job isn't like the best thing for you. There's something else that's even bigger and more wonderful for you. So I like that. coming in. Let's see if they give us anything on timing here. Yeah, wow, look at this. You do have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles coming up. Very similar energy. It's I like that you got the Sun card here too, because the 7 of Wands, I like the way they interpret it here. Very scary, but very bold. And I usually look at the 7 of Wands like a sun that does not ask permission to shine. It doesn't dim its light. It's about being true to your authentic self. And even the 3 of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self. So I feel like whatever's coming here is, more in alignment with who you are, somewhere where you could express and be yourself, and where your talents, like the 3 of Pentacles, your talents would be recognized more, and that you would be, uh, like, encouraged to be able to do things where other companies are like, "Stay in your box. It's above your pay grade," or blah, 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 where I feel like it's a different company, and I'm kinda sensing it's a smaller company without as many rules and without as many just limitations and politics. It's like kind of like a family-owned business kind of energy, where they're like you know, people do 2 or 3 different types of jobs instead of just, one person does this. It's like, well, sometimes like in a large corporation, they have people that answer phones for customers. It's all they do. But it's like, yeah, you handle walk-in customers, you answer the phone, but then you can also do this, and then you can also do this. And you're like, "Oh my gosh, variety, creativity too with all this energy." So I like all this, for you, and I do feel with the Ace of Wands that it's more sooner than later. Um, so I feel like by the end of February that, you should be able to find this job, but, definitely kind of look at smaller companies and something like, look where you normally wouldn't look as well, because this is all about being true to your authentic self. So I feel like if you're, um, how like when you do a search engine for jobs and you go, well, it's customer service, and it limits the search, that like, don't limit the search. See what's around you and go, huh, I'm going to go check this place out. And they're like, yeah, since you do 3 jobs, we offer a little more because we expect a little more than just, like, answering phones, and you're like, "I'm in," right? So I like this, for you, and let's take a look here. I feel like we wanna pull from the Universe Has Got Your Back oracle, and let's see what your fortune cookie says for you here. What else do you have here? Okay, actually you get 2. 2 fortune cookies. Look at see the abundance is already coming in for you. First, you got energy flows where my intention goes. So that's an important message because it is very important for us focusing on gratitude and not on need and want, because we'll push opportunities away if I'm in fear or I'm like all my energy is around needing and wanting and kind of energy. Um, Instead, we're like, all right, creator, I'm looking for a job and I know you're going to bring the perfect job in the perfect timing in the perfect way. So I'm just going to start having gratitude and ask you to guide me, show me what can I do to help it along. And then that's when we're open and our energy is open to receive, right? And then you got the presence of love will always cast out fear. Yeah. So that's that focusing on higher vibration again, unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude. Higher vibration allows stuff to come to us. Need, want, fear, hate, lower vibration. That takes us in the other direction that we want to go because we're going to draw in things that match that energy instead of higher vibration. And the energy of need and want is I like needing, I like wanting, which means I can't receive what I'm thinking I'm wanting or needing because then I stop wanting or needing. So my energy of want and need actually repels what I'm thinking I'm wanting and needing away from me. Isn't that amazing how our energy does that? But gratitude is it just draws it to us. So hopefully that helps, Lydia. So hang in there. And many blessings to you. I'm excited for this other opportunity. It seems like something more fitting for you there. All right. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Yeah, Nadine, it is good to want things because that teaches us. I know, like when I worked in a corporation, I wanted more money, I wanted promotions, I wanted raises. And when I wanted, I got to meet and like putting in like four times the work and the effort too, and accomplishing a lot of stuff, but because it was pushing it away from me. And then when I'm like, well, fine, why am I doing all this work and getting a meets expectations? So I just dropped to just doing my job, a fourth of it, of the energy I was investing before, just going in and going, you know what, I make good enough money and I'm going to focus in on enjoying the customers and everything like that. And with doing a fourth of the work, I got the raises, I got the promotions, I got the bonuses, and I'm like, "What the hell?" But that's how it works. The want and need energy pushes it away. The gratitude and, going, "All right, here it comes," right? Isn't that amazing? Right? Isn't that amazing? All right. So let's jump back into other readings here. Thanks for your comments there, Nadine. Yeah, yeah. And then a shout out to a couple of my other YouTube channel members that came in. Hey, Joanna, welcome, welcome, and Olivier Bagara. Hello, hello, good to see you guys. All righty. So up next, we've got Brenda Tejada. Hey, Brenda. And thank you for your donation. And you'd like In Love for tonight and tomorrow. All right. Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know about love for tonight? Tonight, and wow, these are for tomorrow. And then this one is in between. We'll see what that's about. All righty. So you've got the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is movement of thought, belief, and mindset, movement of communication too. It's funny. It reminds, for some reason, um, it reminds me of Paul Revere. The British are coming. The British are coming, which is like this warning that there's a lot of communication. So if you're like on a dating app, I feel like you're just going to get flooded with a lot of communication tonight and tomorrow. Um, which is like a warning if you don't know who Paul Revere was, just for everyone, because not everyone's from our country, from US. But it was way back during the American, the Revolution, in the very beginnings when we were trying to move away from the British, um, and someone was riding with a lantern to warn everyone that the military, the British military, was coming, and so they had to prepare. And it's a warning. Whoa, not a bad thing, just kind of like buckle up, Buttercup, because here it comes. Yeah, the Brits are afoot. So let's see for love for tonight. Yeah, wow. Two major arcana. Look at, you got the devil card, and you got the world card though too, which is a victory, an ending of a cycle, a beginning of a new adventure too. So I like this because the devil card is that Capricorn energy. So I don't feel like that. Is this Billy Goat? I don't know if it's this Billy Goat, because this feels more like you're realizing with a combination of these two cards is, I know what I've did when I what I see, let me rephrase that. I know when I did what I did, I got what I got, and I've been altering what I've been doing, and haven't been getting what I normally would get. But tonight it feels weird. It feels like there's this flood of a lot of the old type of people, the old type of lower vibrational people that would come in. But I feel like it's you being aware of it, going, yeah, no, I'm not going down that road anymore. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a different type of adventure. So I like those for tonight. I just feel like there's a lot of reminders of, yeah, and you're picking up on a lot of, uh, clarity around individuals. You're just like, yep, here's the same old, hey, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, silver tongued devil, there they are. There's one, there's one, there's one. And you're spotting the silver tongue. You're like, yeah, nice, nice, nice. But let's see how you really do, right? But I feel like you're seeing through a lot. Let's see what this middle card is here. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So this is that energy of caring for yourself, taking care of yourself, and really um, watching out for you. And it's a beautiful energy of self care and putting your self love first. And you're like, yeah, I don't need someone to make me happy. I make myself happy, but I'd like to someone to share in the happiness that is my world, but you're not the source of it, right? And I feel like that's the change that's come in here. For tomorrow, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, and I feel like you're still realizing here the 7 of Pentacles is realizing, you know, when you see the fruit on the trees, you're just like, I know I've eaten of that fruit and it's bitter and it's sour, and that's not what I know what I want, what I don't want, right? And I feel like tomorrow, it's like this energy kind of carries over of this, you're ready for something new, ready for something different, and you're like, yeah, right? And then you got these 3 cards. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so you've got the 9 of Cups, which is the emotional dream come true, which the 9 of Cups starts with our self-love, and we're filling and overflowing, and the dream come true is finding someone who's also has self-love, because we can't give more love than we have for ourselves or receive more love than we have for ourselves. So the one of the best things we can do for our love and our relationships is to raise our self-love, right? And then but it doesn't help if the other person hasn't, because all they can give you is a little drip, and no matter how much love you can flood them, it's just going to drip in. So this is about finding someone who has self-love, self-respect, that they're not playing all the games trying to make themselves feel full on the outside, but that they're have that love, right? And I know that's like a needle in a haystack, it feels that sometimes. But you do have the Magician card, and the more you focus on your self-love, then that higher vibrational energy brings in higher vibrational people, which you'll see they'll stand out from the silver tongued devils. And you do have a relationship with the Lovers card that is in there in the future. I kind of feel like right now with this Queen of Pentacles, like this weekend is more about realization and going, I'm not in a rush and I don't have to like, you know, it's like they're showing your spirit guides are so funny. They're showing me like going to either like the day of Valentine's Day or like on Christmas Eve, and all the good things have been picked through, and you're forced like, well, I have to have a gift. I might as well, you know, um, well, that'll do. It's like, no, there's none of that for you. Yeah, this is for you, Brenda. So, yeah, it's like, nope, I don't need to settle. I'll wait. I'm going to continue to find out what is looking for me, right? So I like that. um, and then I feel here, let's see, your fortune cookie. I feel like I'm drawing for the angel number oracle for yours. So let's take a look here. I feel like these will be signs for you. And if you guys are not in communication, I mean, I just feel like you just have to decide within you that you've ended it, and then you don't have to worry about communicating it with them because they don't communicate with you, right? Yeah. So I don't feel like you need to let them know because if they're not communicating with you, y- I feel like unless you need to do it for you, but don't do it for them. If you feel like I need to do that for my energy to say, I'm just done. Um, so if you need to do it for you, but don't do it because you think, well, I need to let them know, or maybe that'll spark, a fire under their butt or something like that. I feel like you just need to just go, closures for us. We don't need the other person to validate our closure. Um, and, you know, so unless it helps you with your closure, do what you feel you need to do. Yeah. Oh, Billy Goat, Billy Goat. He needs to go play on his Billy Goat cliff. Not like to jump off it, but you know how uh, Capricorns are billy goats. They're like goats that can go up on there, but they also sea goats that can dive into the sea. So they either need to go up on the cliff or sea, but either way, they need to get lost. Yeah, yeah. Do what feels good for you right now. That's what it's all about. That mother nature, mother nurture. Yeah, and you got the 66666, which is this uh, great energy of great blessings, self love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, and letting go. There you go. Nurture yourself. It just literally said that. Your needs, your desires, and your boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. I love that for you. So, very, very clear there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Nadine. You've been very patient with them, and so you're like, you know what? Um, and that's the thing we learn. I think maybe this might be even Aquarian energy that we have because we see the possibilities in people in the world, and we'll fall in love or fall for the possibilities, not who they are now. And we're like, and then sometimes we think we can change them too, which is something we love to experience until we've had enough and going, you know what? I can't change them. I can only change me and my world. And I'm going to do that. So I love the empowerment. Yeah. I'm tired. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. So I agree. Do what you need to do for you. And like that, I love that card, that the angel numbers telling you that. All right, my dear. So that's what they have for you. Thank you again for your donation. And I'm done. Right, Betsy? Yeah, I know. It's like, and mourn what we have it there as well. So, um, you know, uh, flow, let it flow, mourn the letting them go. Um, and then of course kind of reflect on what you've learned through it all too. You become very strong in yourself too. Yeah, hopes dashed, but we always know when something doesn't work out, it's always for us, which means there's if we think they were wonderful, there's something even more coming for us, right? Again, we don't want to, it's like, you know going to the store and buying the 7-week-old bread because that's all that's available. There's fresh bread in the oven. We just have to wait for it to come out, and it's not too far away, right? It is. You have become strong. I love it. All right. So much love to you. Not yet, Alice. Let's see. Let's give you an update, everyone, where we're at here. So Valerie will be up next, and then Alice. Then you'll be up. And then let me check timestamps. Then I've got 3 from Amazing Grace. And then Guerra means war. Hello, hello. You'll be up after that. And then Johanna. And then to Pretty. So that's where we're at right now. Never force the sour milk down the gullet. Regardless, I'm very indelicate. You're so funny. All right. So let's Valerie Calver, you are up next. So thank you so much. What is that there? Oh, it's a laughing person. I love the sticker. And thank you for your donation. And Valerie, you'd like a general reading on career and finance. So let's take a look here. All right, career, finance. Okay, and then all of these. Boom. It's like they have one card for each, and then they must have this kind of message that comes together here. But we had the Seven of Swords on the bottom here. The kind of the energy below the surface. I'm sensing feelings of betrayal from like companies. When we're talking about career and we're talking about well, let's start there because it's like these feelings of not being recognized, right? Underpaid, underappreciated. We all have been there. I mean, everyone's raising their hand going, hallelujah, we know how that is. Um, and as a joke, uh, one of my friends, when we were managers at this corporation, I mean, we knew it. We were in the same position, as our employees. Our employees would be like, this is how much I'm able to give you in a raise with our budgeting and cost and all that kind of stuff. And this is the job and, that you've done and, identifying everything. And they were like, you guys aren't, this is what my friend told me. She goes, someone said to her, you're not paying me what I'm worth. And she goes, but you're priceless. We can never pay you what you're worth. However, we're adequately paying you for the job that you're doing. It was like, wow. You would know, she said it jokingly to them and they laughed because she knew the person pretty well. But I was like, yeah, sometimes that's how it feels working for companies. And I feel like that's kind of some energy that you're feeling below the surface. Like there's this lack of appreciation. The Seven of Swords can also be our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that, you know, um, make us feel as if things are stolen from us. Betrayal, but also thievery and being stolen and stealing opportunities from us. And so I feel like there is some underlying beliefs below the surface that can be looked at to help free up. It's like forgiving and releasing energy around a betrayal and lack and not having enough and not being enough and these opinions of that, but also there's these underlying feelings of lack of not going to be able to have enough and fears related to that that can be looked at as well. But we'll get more into that. That's just the energy on the bottom of the deck. um so we had career first, right? Let me just look at where I'm at. Yeah, so career was the first card. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Page of Wands. I love this card for you because I feel like regarding career, you're about to have fire reignited, passion reignited within you. Um, it's like a dream that's being brought back from the dead. They're showing me, clear, and your heart is being opened back up. Something I feel like that you wanted to do before. And it'd be like, let's say you wanted to go to nursing school and become a nurse, but things didn't work out and you weren't able to go. So you went this other route, but that's like your dream. But you're like, oh, I can't do that anymore because I got all this and stuff. But I feel like it would be like that kind of thing, something that you really wanted that you felt was impossible. Now, when you go back and look at the reason, why do I think that's impossible? And you're like, oh no, these are old beliefs that, and again, coming back to that lack and not being able to be enough or do enough or have enough, you're like, no, this is what I want. Or being a teacher, some of those things, thinking of like, I can't make any money being a teacher, but it's like, but you'll love what you do and you can make it work, you know. Before you might not have felt like you could because you had the circumstances and energy around it, you weren't ready for it. Now you are. And I feel like whatever this old career is, this old thing that you wanted to do that's like your passion is being reignited. And then abundance, you've got the hanged man. So your finances are in transformation here. And this does have to do with that transformation of thoughts and beliefs with that seven of swords. Let's see what these five cards are that came out together here. What do you want to tell us here? Yeah, the Fool. Ready for a new adventure. Victory and ending of an old cycle, a beginning of a new adventure coming in here for you. And there's this like this energy from spirit about taking a leap and going for it, right? Yeah, the 7 of Wands. Not needing to defend what you're wanting to do, not dimming your light for anyone, not asking permission to shine, but to go, this is what I want with my life, and it's my life to live. If you guys can't handle it, get in the shade or get in the house. I'm not going to dim my light, you know? So I like this energy. Yeah, the Lovers card coming in here too, which is the power of emotional choice. And realizing that you get to choose the emotion. Like when I left corporate life to come and live the life that I'm living now, it's like the things that hold us back is the fear what other people will think. And, you know, people will think that I'm stupid leaving a corporate high paying job to like simplify my life and get rid of a lot of stuff and sell my truck and do all this stuff and go live in the basement of a friend, a very wonderful, giving friend that allows me to live here for free. And I'm like, but I get to choose how I feel about it. And that's what matters. Everyone will have their opinions, but I get to choose what I want for my life. And I feel like this is that realization that, you know, we can get caught up into so much of what other people will think and feel. But it's like being at a giant dinner table and at a restaurant. And we've already ordered appetizers that we're all going to share. But the meal that I'm going to order for my entree or main course or whatever, I'm the only one that's gonna eat it, but everyone has their opinion on what I should be eating, but I'm like, "But I know what I want, and I have to eat it, so I'm gonna choose for me. Thank you for your opinions and all your advice and recommendations, but I'm gonna choose for me." And this power of choice coming here, I feel is an important one for you. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles, it is like you have 2 routes that you can go in the physical world. One, though, um, they hold the world in their hands, right? The 2 of Pentacles, actually, that's the 2 of Wands that normally has them holding the world, but this is this energy of 2 choices, and you get to choose. Again, power of choice coming in. It's your life that you're gonna have to live. They don't have to live it. They can have all opinions about it, but at the end of the day, you live it 24 hours a day. They're only gonna have little snippets of it, so, again, thank you very much. And you have the 8 of Pentacles, which is this reward. If what you're wanting to do for your career, like this new thing that's igniting within you, if it requires school, it's very supported here with the 8 of Pentacles. Like, let's say back to the example of nursing school. It's like to become a nurse, you normally have to go to nursing school. And it's like, I can do it. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna put the time in. And even if I have to like um, do it slowly because I have to maintain this other job, but I can, you know, do this other thing. It's all about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears to your dream. Because when you're living your dream, you have like endless energy. You don't fear that you're going to fail it because you know if it's your dream that you're heading toward, no matter what, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. When you live in someone else's dream, then we wake up going, "Oh crap, got to go live my dream today," right? Or um, it fails, and we're like, "Oh, I tried," because we know that's not our dream. If we have like very little, I'm gonna get through this no matter what energy around it. We're just like, I'll try." But when it's our dream, we have unbridled energy. So I love this because the Eight of Pentacles shows that when you're doing what you love, you always have enough because The energy is about expressing your heart, and that draws in, that opens the conduit to receive. When we're doing things out of fear or obligation or like inferring what people think and all that, it's stifling, it feels cagey, it feels restrictive. And that's, the difference with all of that there. And then your final card. Oh, I love it. This is a special card in this deck. There's two. You have the Phoenix, rebirth, rising from the ashes, new direction, transformation. That's coming in here. So I love this Phoenix energy of you rising from the ashes, creating and becoming something new, being born, reborn into something different. So I feel like you're in this, like the power of choice of the two of pentacles has you going in two different ways. One, the brain of the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, falling asleep, it's existing. And then there's following your heart and your dream, and you feel like you're living instead. So I love that for you. I feel like we're also coming for your fortune cookie to the angel number oracle. And I'm so sorry if you're, let me just sit down here to make sure you're not talking. Sounds more like your daughter. Is she named Valerie too? but um but it could be she's being a mirror for you, because I feel like this is a change, a time of transformation this year. Yeah, because you got angel number 0909, new beginnings. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishments, endings, conclusions, and big love. So look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? So close the old chapter, a new adventure will unravel. So there you go. Very clear. So that's what they have for you, Valerie. So if you think about what is this dream that makes your heart sing, that makes it want to dance, you know, it's like where it would make you feel like you're living and not just kind of existing, right? So that's what they got there for you, Valerie. So thank you again for your donation and hang in there. Alrighty. And then we have Alice. So, Alice, thank you so much for your little star there and your donation. You want to know why Harris didn't message you, wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Will he reach out soon? All right. Harris, Harris, Harris. Mr. Harris. Let's see. Why did he not reach out to wish you a happy Valentine's Day? And will he reach out soon? Okay. Let me do this one. I know they want that one. I'm trying to get these other two. Stubborn. Well, maybe that's his energy. Is he a Taurus? All right. So let's take a look here, Alice. Oh, you work at school and teach skating. Yeah, maybe there's something more with that there, Valerie. But it's like, what more, what else is there? Something else. Or joining it with something else. Just feels like it's not enough right now, right? All right. So, Alice, bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is my hermit energy. Number 9 is the hermit card in the major arcana, and the pentacles is the outside world. So there's this energy of wanting to be alone, very withdrawn, very much into their cave right now. Um, so I feel like that's the underlying energy. These three cards are, why didn't he reach out to you? Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, we got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else we have here first. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and we've got the Page of Cups. The combination, I mean, in two pages and then the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, every knight has a quest, and the Knight of Pentacles is the quest of looking for their self-worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Page of Pentacles is trying to find, you know, looking at their self-worth and relationship to the outside world in a different way. So you got the page and the knight right after one another here, and of course the nine of pentacles. It's kind of like on this little self journey, and this page of cups is about looking for, it's like a new heightened love. It's like the number 11 in the cup suit. It's like these feelings of not feeling fulfilled in life. I don't feel like this is like directed, like it's you. I don't feel this about. I feel like they are looking at their entire world as, I feel empty. I There's got to be more, and these pages are looking for more. This quest of my worth, looking at my worth differently and in the outside world. It just feels like I'm so self-focused because the outside world feels so dark and empty, and they're kind of like in super inward. So I feel like that's why they haven't really reached out to anyone or anything, as well. Will they be reaching out anytime soon? I think is what you asked, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, will he reach out soon, right? Let's take a look here. So we got the Ace of Swords. That's new communication. So I feel like they will reach out. Let's see what else we have here. We got the King of Cups. When they balance their head and their heart, the King of Cups energy there, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. They've got the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture energy going on here, right? It's interesting the energy that I'm picking up here, Alice, because I feel like once they kind of balance their head and their heart, where they don't feel so inwardly focused, that they'll reach out to you. But one of the big things that they reach out to, and see if this resonates for you in your experience with them, is when they need to feel nurtured, then they reach out. It's like when I need to feel good about me, I reach out to you. And yeah, it's nice, but it feels like you feel used, like you feel like, what about when I need something? Do you even care? I always have to, be the one that's giving 70, 80, 90%, and you have to like fight tooth and nail to get 10, 20, 30% from them. And so there is this, you know, kind of underlying message from spirit underneath here is, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture yourself. You deserve that more than anyone. So I feel like they'll reach out. I feel like by the end of February, I mean, it's here we are in the middle of February already. Can you believe it? This year's going to fly by again. I can just tell. Maybe it's a good thing this year's going to fly by, though. Um, but I feel like it's an important nudge from spirit to really look at, um, giving yourself all this love and realizing, kind of evaluating this relationship, maybe some others, where you're always consistently giving the 70, 80, 90% emotional energy into the relationship. You're keeping it alive. You're keeping some other relationships alive, and you deserve all that energy that you're over giving. And some you might just back off to 50%. Some you might be like, I know I need to chop some of these off, and they serve their purpose. But if you back off to 50% in some of these relationships, if they don't give back, it'll drift away, and then you get all that energy back. Some might step up and go, "Oh, let me give," because sometimes we train people to only give 10% if we're always giving 90%. They're like, "Well, I I only have to give 10," but if we're like, "Psh," then it allows them the space to give, or it drifts away. So hopefully that helps, Alice. I know it's not the best news, but I feel like it's important for you. And then I feel like we want to pull from the universe as you're back for your fortune cookie here. See what we got to going on here. Wow. So I'll show it to you, then I'll read it. It's a lot. Boom. It says, my capacity To tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So, my capacity to tune into the energy of love, right? Higher love. So, I love that. That's a wonderful source of turning inward and upward and finding that love within ourselves to give us that, right? So I love that for you. So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Alice, and many blessings. And thank you again for your donation. Hang in there. Okie dokie. All right. So Amazing Grace, you are up next. So we've got your 3 donations via Zcash app. It's my German accent kicking in again. Hey, Shanji. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I just see your name there. Welcome to another of my YouTube channel members. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, everybody that new came in. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. All right. So, let us dive in. So, your first question here is why is this platform stealing from me? Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see what. Well, there's going to be the human physical reason and then the higher reason, right? And I feel like it's this one here too. And that one there too. And that one there too. All right. So let's take a look here, see what we've got going on here. Wow, I love this deck. This card is probably one of the big reasons I when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have this deck. The Phoenix card is the underlying energy, transformation. And under that, you have the Lover's card for the power of emotional choice. That comes in here too. So this speaks to the higher reasons why it's happening. And when we realize when when it appears like something is being taken from us by something or someone in the human world, while we're in it, it's sometimes hard to see this is for me, right? Our human is like, how is this for me? Because all we're realizing is, our little inner child is alarms are going off, going, thief, thief, the burglar alarm is off. There's someone stealing from me. But it teaches us, right? I mean, it helps us understand what am I fearing? What is my energy? What am I choosing? What gift is in this situation for me? It's like, all right, let me take a big deep breath and try to step out of my fears. And then I can see things more clearly from the higher perspective and go, what am I learning through this? What triggers are coming up? And that's the main thing that why things happen in the outside world. We have these, it triggers us so we can see our trigger and go, oh, what's at the root of this trigger? There's a fear underneath, something we're trying to fix, something we're trying to control, something that we're trying to, or there's expectations around. But at the root of all that, it's fear. What am I fearing in this situation? Because my fears are what restrict me. And when I am made aware of my fears, then I'm set free because I transform those, right? Because I get into that, what am I fearing? And then I see fear, which the anagram of fear, I think it's called an anagram, is false evidence appearing real. And it's like, no, this small t truth rooted in fear is not true. I'm bigger than this. I'm expansive, right? Um, so let's look at well, we're talking about the seeing it from a higher perspective. So we'll see here. Yeah. So the 10 of wands is about the energy that we're investing, a lot of energy. And the high priestess, of course, is about connection to spirit and allowing us to intuitively know the knowingness, the capital K knowing that we can connect to and going, all right, why is this happening? It's like your ability to step back into that high priestess temple and look down and go, all right, I'm going to be able to see why all this is happening, beneath the surface, behind the veil, from up above, and it's allowing you to expand your ability to know the what's going on below the surface, right? Now, the reason why it's happening in the human world, yeah, it's the Four of Pentacles is about trying to find a solid foundation in the outside world, and the Sun card is all about victory. And um, so when we're asking, like, why is this platform stealing from me? It's all about the coin. You can even see them on the throne here. It's trying to find this security, and it almost feels like it's not intentional, because the Sun card is also like the inner child, which is the subconscious. And so with whatever the reason why it's happening, it almost feels like it's um it's like it's not their intention to steal, it's just their intention, and their motivation is profit. And they might just be unaware of how it's coming across, like they don't have clear instructions or clear guidelines or clear things, or they might even have like software, um, broken software, and they haven't invested money into fixing all these glitches because it costs money, right? And so there is this very interesting energy around that. Let's see what these other three cards are here. And these are like below the surface. Let's see what they want you to know here. Yeah. So we have the devil card, which is the shaking and the rattling of our cage. So there we're going back to that these long held expectations and small teachers rooted in fear are being brought up so you could be free from those cages. And I do see here with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles is about you being true to the unique you, allowing your creativity to flow, but also um, becoming aware of your true, authentic, power of who you are. And the Eight of Pentacles is kind of like a transformational energy too, where I feel like, especially with the Pentacles being the outside world, that this is about wheels are turning. Just keep learning, keep transforming through what's happening. But I like this Three of Pentacles. Like, you don't need to back down and just take it and be a mat, but also we don't have to be aggressive and um, hateful or anything like that. Like, those are the extremes. Somewhere nice, balanced in the middle. Be um, you can stand up for yourself in a loving way. And of course, we get more with honey, you know, get more bees with honey than with crap, right? I think is how it goes. If you want flies, crap. If you want bees and honey and sweetness, then honey. But I feel like if you stand up for yourself with this Eight of Pentacles, wheels are turning, and you will get um, abundance from this, both in freedom that you get from the experience, but also the change of your energy of going, all right, I'm just going to ask questions. I'm going to, look into all, why this is happening. But I'm also going to give it over to the creator, give it over to spirit and go, I know you take care of me. I know this is happening for me to free me from some fears and things that I will look into, but I know I can trust you that you are watching out for me. I'm divinely guided, divinely protected, divinely cared for, and divinely provided for. And so I trust you. I don't, mankind, if I trust them, when they go into fight or flight mode, they will screw me over because they're going into survival mode. But you, I know you would never do that to me. So hopefully that brings clarity around what you were looking for there. So I feel like standing up and questioning and asking questions in a almost a non-emotional way, um, can help. But knowing, I like those last parts though, knowing that you're cared for. And I feel like you get one of these little healing angel cards for your fortune cookie for this one. See what your angels want you to know right now. Oh, we got two. Wow. So you got middle path, which is like, we were saying, not the no, this is your first one here. Amazing Grace. So you got the middle path, which says, embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. So when I was talking about, we don't want to be a douchebag about it, but we also don't want to be a mat about it in the middle path. Yeah. And then truth. The best way through the current situation is to just speak your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel, right? We can do that in a loving way again in that middle path. Like that's why they had those two come out together there. All right. So that's your first one. And thank you guys so much. I did get a couple more PayPal and Cash Apps. So those of you that said you sent it, I do see those. Infinity and I just want to make sure this other one, Mashella. I just want to make sure sometimes people don't want me to use their real names, but we have those too. So, and as soon as I'm done here, I just have two more for Amazing Grace. I'll give everyone an update on where we're at in the order. All right, so that's number one. So thank you for that one. And then number two for you, Amazing Grace. Thank you for your second donation. You want to know, has your husband connected to you spiritually? All right. Let's take a look here and see. Has your husband connected to you spiritually? Like on the ethereal realm? And let's take a look here. Okay, yeah, those. Okay. Yeah, I do believe they have here with the Six of Wands on the bottom, which is victory, but it's also balanced energy. Think of like three wands on each side. So there's this mutual energetic attraction. Oops, sorry, didn't mean my microphone. Hope that wasn't loud. But so I do like this. I feel like, yeah, they have. Let's see what they want you to know here too. Wow, yeah. So you got the King of Wands, powerful, powerful spiritual energy. So I definitely feel that's like if you think of like the wand suit as our energy, but spiritual energy, and the king being the highest in the suit, that represents higher self and represents like our soul, our spirit, right? So they definitely have. I love that coming in here. You got the justice card here too, coming in. And there's this again, this balance energy of this. And they're like, not only have they connected with you spiritually, you have connected with them spiritually too. So because I feel like this equalness with all this energy that's coming in. So there's times where you reach out and there's times they reach out. And it's very, very, very equal. And that's refreshing, isn't it? Like it's like I'm usually the one that has to reach out to everything. I'm the one to do, and it's like, no. Oh well, hey, it's like, how you know, like we're the one that usually texts people first, um, hey, good morning, or hey, how's your day? It's like when you go to text and you're like, "Oh my god, they texted me an hour ago, I didn't hear it. I must have been away from my phone," and, "Oh, wow, they're the first one." It's like, what a great feeling to feel mutually connected and mutually, um, passionate and connected. Alright, let's see what else. Got the Page of Swords. Yeah, and heightened communication with the Page of Swords. So that does definitely, um that are coming in here. So I like this This seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things and higher communication that's coming in between the two of you. That just kind of confirms it. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. And I love this energy that's coming towards you here because they, and because this is their higher self, they see beyond all of the, you know, conditioning and the filters through which we all see each other, right? Because we don't, as humans, we don't really see things clearly. We have all these years of conditioning and experiences, and we see our lives through those lenses that are out there, right? Um, so, there is this energy here that's uh, about their higher self seeing you clearly for who you really are and just how adored you are by this higher self of this person because they can see behind everything and they see you for who you truly are and they're just like um so enamored and but you are adored. I feel like is a big piece of that here. Let's see what else they have here. So we have the Five of Wands. There's this beautiful transformation of energy that's happening. And I do feel like on a spiritual level, it's like your higher self is helping um, minister to the human spirit and their higher self, in addition to ministering to yourself, but ministering crosswise. So their higher self is ministering to your human body and human soul and human spirit, and yours is to theirs as well. So I really love that. So I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, and so, with the targeting, if you're talking about YouTube, they've definitely, um some algorithms have changed. I just feel like they've updated things. There's actually on the YouTube main, like, when you go into your YouTube studio, there's a new video I haven't watched yet that talks about the algorithms for 2025. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to check that out. Because I've noticed people mentioning things and even like big tarot readers, the big ones have noticed that there's been some changes and things that have made it weirder. But it's always for us, right? It's like once we change our energy and we're like, instead of focusing energy on feeling like we're being targeted, because if I feel like I'm being targeted, then my energy allows me to be targeted because it draws that experience to me. Instead of going, you know what, creator, who knows what these algorithms and all this is, but I know you're in charge and I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful for all those times things were good and I'm grateful for the revenue. And again, that energy of I know you care for me and I'm cared for. The more we change that energy, the more it opens up and um, that's kind of how that energy works. When I start getting concerned with numbers and finances and all that, it just pushes it away when I'm like, it's like chasing after something that keeps running away from us, right? But when we stop and we're just like, okay, I'm grateful and I'm going to sit in that gratitude, then then it's drawn to us, right? So something to think about. But back to your husband's spirit, I love this, the adoration and the ministering of the energy to one another. And you have the world. Yeah, you guys are reaching a stage and you're actually moving into that's the world card, the ending of a cycle, an upgrade, taking things to a new level from a spiritual connection. And this year, I mean, oh my God, we've got so much energy access that we're giving to spiritual energy access. Like last year, we like all of humanity got like 1% more access to our subconscious, to our Akashic, where one of the tunnels to Akashic records are. And awareness, our gifts expanded. This year, it's like 1% a month. It's a huge year of spiritual growth. So much stuff going on with Pisces energy, which is connection to the spirit world. And we're feeling it. And so I just feel like you guys are moving to a whole nother level in that as well. Yeah. And with your higher selves too. This is your human and your higher self. So there is this great connection, expanding to your higher self, but um, because your higher selves are still up there next to each other, hanging out. It's just the human puppets down here that don't realize it because we're so veiled, right? So you guys are right next to one another on the other side. But down here, we feel like, oh, we're just so far apart. And we're like, yeah, that's our experience, what we want to experience here. But as you're expanding and connecting to your higher self, you're also realizing all that energy of everyone that's around you. Because you guys are like part of each other's spiritual posse. Your higher selves are like part of your spirit guides. So, isn't that cool? All right. And then lastly, you have the Nine of Swords. And both of this, the Nine of Swords is our nightmare and insomnia card, our small t truce. And what I like about this is that you both are supporting each other, helping each other move through some old beliefs and some old fears. And as I feel like you guys are connecting in such a deep way in the ethereal, like maybe while you're dreaming, you might even just wake up feeling so loved for no reason at all, or feel like you had a nightmare sometimes. But it's all about processing and release of emotion and of old small t truths rooted in fears that you guys are being freed from in your human form, with both from your higher selves, but also cross ministering and helping each other too. So I love that for you, especially all this dreaming. We're having like crazy, crazy, amazing dreaming this year. So I'm sure you guys have been feeling it. And then let's pull from the angel number for your fortune cookie. Let's see what they want for this one here for you. 2020, yeah, compassion. I love this energy. 2020, yeah, it's like clearly seeing each other. I love that kind of energy. So you've got it's mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, renewal. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. Yeah, you are connecting spiritually, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. And I feel like this is a message from them to letting you know, use your talents and gifts. You are talented, you are gifted. Share it with the world, be of service to others. The world can use your talents. So I love that. All right. So that is for your second one. And then for your third one here, and thank you for your multiple donations. I so appreciate it. For what is this career? Um, oh, for this one, what is the career you're going into? Wow. So what a great um, segue into, because he was talking about using your gifts and your talents. So what is this career that you're heading into? What career? What? Where are your these talents, right? So you've got the Ace of Swords on the bottom. You just also underneath that you have the High Priestess. So gifts and talents connected to spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom. So I like this energy, um, because it is about providing capital T truths rooted in unconditional love, but it's the knowledge and knowing and this sharing this. It's all rooted in unconditional love, sharing this with the world. Let's see what we have here. So you got the Phoenix too. So this is about rebirth, and I feel like this is an important thing that you've experienced a lot in your life. Are you a Scorpio? They're the masters of transformation and rebirth. But I feel like you've been through so many transformations. You've been through a lot. You've really been able to, change and move and have these things, um, where you do feel like you burnt down and you rose from the ashes, and you burnt down and you rose from the ashes, and burnt down and rose from the ashes. But I feel like there's, um, so much. It's like your situations in life have become where they'll be. I loved someone where I read once. It's like your experiences will become a page in someone else's survival manual, and it's like, wow, the things you're able to share. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah. So Knight of Swords and Page of Cups. Yeah, communicating, sharing your transformation of self love too. And this can be here about the Knight of Swords. I'm feeling like it can be writing, it can be a blog, it can be a book, it can be um, a workbook, it can be something where you're writing and you're helping people through written, you know, um, through writing. It's writing, writing, writing. Well, it doesn't, I mean, so, but that's what's coming in with that. Um, let's see what else we have here. Hey, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about dreams come true, and the Four of Cups is about boredom and stagnancy with a dream. And I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity around what it is that your dream is, because I feel like the old dream was based on old thinking and old beliefs and old opinions from others, and I feel like you're going to gain a lot of clarity around how you uniquely want to share that love and that experience within you with the world in your own special unique way. And so, there's this energy of discovery, of an old dream that's become stagnant, and it's okay because you're going to open up a dam, and things are going to flood through, and it's going to take out the old stagnant stuff, and flow is going to be happening here, regarding career. But I feel like it's in something in sharing writing is like your, um, and I don't know if you're into it. It'd be like counseling, psychology, spiritual counseling, um, but it's kind of in the realm of self help, and kind of without it being like, oh, no, it's self help, but something more exciting than that, if that makes sense. So I like that for you. And you have the Page of Pentacles. So a new opportunity opening up in the outside world. And where are they sitting? They're, I know you can't see it as clear as I can, but it's in a library, and they're reading from a book that has flames coming out of it. So sharing your passion and your experiences of the outside world through all of that. And again, I just love that card, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. But it is about sharing your spiritual adventure and your evolution of getting to know yourself, and overcoming, and um, but I just feel like it's such an important thing. It's like you're a messenger of hope in a way, if that makes sense. So hopefully that brings a little bit of clarity there. If you're not sure of how you want to do that, there's a great book called Discovering Your Dharma by Sahara Rose. And if you want to just check out her, she has a webpage, I am sahararose.com. And she has a couple of the tabs that have little quizzes you can take. And she gives information on, like, based on your answers, how you most likely would want to share your gift with the world, in kind of like, is it teaching? Is it being an influencer? Is it being this? Is it being that? And it really helps bring some clarity in there too, right? And then for your fortune cookie, we're gonna pull from the other cookie jar. The universe has your back. I love that. So let's see here. All right, here it is. And you've got, wow, I love this. The third eye. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And I feel like this is you letting go the shadows of your past and seeing yourself for the first time with the eyes of love. That's powerful. I love that for you. All right. So that is what they have for you, Amazing Grace. Hopefully that helps. So many blessings too. Oh my goodness. I do have several donations that came through. Um so hang in there, everybody. We will get to all the donations and all the YouTube channel members for sure tonight, one way or another. I'm not sure how many free readings I'm going to get to because I do have a large amount of donations tonight. So if you have an urgent request that you need an answer today, if you become a YouTube channel member of any one of my memberships, my Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month, and my Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. Then I will complete that this evening at some point, because in about 45 minutes, I'm going to be heading over to spend some time with my Praying Mantis members. Then after I'm done, I'll be coming back to finish out any donations and any of my YouTube channel members that I didn't get to. Or you can make a donation of any kind, and I will complete that this evening as well. Other than that, we will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. And then on Sundays, we do whatever I don't complete in the Sunday morning session. I do come back on later and finish out all readings, even all the free readings, so I can make sure everyone gets a message from Spirit. So hang in there, guys. So anyway, so let's take a look here just real quickly. Where are we at? So up next, we will have Guerrera means war. And then, let me see here, timestamps. And then Johanna. And then we will have Pretty. And just take a look here. And then Aria. And then that's where all these other donations come in. Then we have Michelle. And then Infinity. And then Delcy Joy. Hello, hello. And then Maria, 2 for Maria. So that's the order where we're at right now. So you can see there's a little list. All right, let's get back into it. So Guerrera means war. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like here. So, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I celebrate every day of the year. So birthday wishes are never late. They're always right on time. All right. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. So you hope this year brings you so much positivity. Oh, I am confident that I'm going to have a happy next rotation around the sun. All right. So thank you so much for the donation. Did you have a question? Let me just look here. So Guerrera, if you are here, was that just a donation for my birthday? Or is it further up? Let me just scroll up here just to make sure. I might have missed it up here. So I don't see it there. Okay, I don't see a question. So if you are here and YouTube just kind of didn't post your question, please post it and I will make sure to answer that for you. But for the sake of time, I'm going to move forward and see what else is there. So please let me know. All right, and then Johanna, happy oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes, and happy Valentine's Day to you too. You're basically half asleep, just wanted to pop by. You're so funny. And also, you'd like to get a love reading since it is or was Valentine's Day today, right? You're on the other side of the planet. You're on to Saturday already. Yeah, let's do a love reading here for you. All right. I'm so glad, Amazing Grace. All right. So, Johanna, what does Spirit want you to know about love right now? A, B, C, D. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So it's warming up in here now. Spirit has been flowing for a little bit. It's my little alien and Bigfoot. All right, look at this. You got bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. So heightened love, self-love, of course, with the Page of Cups, any of the royalty, they hold the Ace of Cups, which is about self-love and realizing, just a nice reminder in the bottom of the deck that all of our relationships are reflective of our own self-love. And so, you know, it's like the post that we put today for the Zen Byte, which is the greatest, I think it was like the greatest date of all. I forget what it was, um, but that is, it's the date with ourself, right? And I love that energy. Let's see what else we got here. So let's take a look here. So you do have, oh, I love how they interpret this one here. So you have the Star card, which is dreams come true, and the Six of Wands, which is victory around wishing upon a star and dreams come true. And I like this kind of energy of, whatever our dream is, it's always a victory for us, because even if it's like in the beginning when we're like, I need someone to make my dream come true, um, the disappointment we experience when they don't is also for us, which ends up being a victory for us because it sets us free. It allows us to find that self love and fill up from the inside, and we're overflowing. And then all of this lack that we experience and the disappointment in the outside world becomes above and beyond extra because we're filling up from the inside out. And we realize that dream lover I've been looking for is me, it's myself, right? And then I fill up and I don't need someone in the outside world, but it doesn't mean I stop wanting it. It's like I can still have it, but it's not no longer looking at, like I'm a half and they're a half and it makes a whole. It's like, no, I'm a powerful number one. They're a powerful number one. And together we make, two or more. And it's like, it's expansive instead of feeling like we're empty and lacking. We realize the fullness that we are and the dream that we have is inside of us, and that someone on the outside doesn't make our dream come true. We are the dream coming true. We make our own dream come true, and they're just sharing it with us. And so there's this change of energy when we look at it that way. We become less driven that I have to find somebody to I could find somebody, right? It's like I change my to-do list to a could-do list and it sets me free. I like that energy coming in here for you. You do have the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So you do have a lot of energy, a lot of passionate energy that's flying all around you, like we talked about before. Are you in heat? That's funny. But the Wheel of Fortune is, look, you can see that person way down there. So that wheel is huge. But it's the, understanding that everything unfolds for me. It's the tune of for me. And that your human will even be on board with all of this, knowing that, understanding the energy that there's so much. My gosh, we got all this eclipse energy. We had this full moon in Leo We've got the eclipses that are coming up. One is in Virgo, the solar eclipse. No, the full moon is in Virgo on the 14th, I think, of March. So that would be the lunar eclipse. And then we have the solar eclipse in Aries, in the new moon in Aries. So there's a lot of energy that comes in here, and it's like, whoa. So um, just know that it is all unfolding, and the understanding of where all this passion is coming from is an important thing for you, right? You got the Justice card. You do have balance coming. So hang in there. Things will balance out. And you won't feel like this, burning fire within you. Um, they're reminding me, I don't know if you're a Star Trek fan, when Spock would go into that Vulcan, rah, when there was their time to mate, and he would totally become someone like not logical anymore. And it's like, but it returns, it balances out, right? You have the Hanged Man, so there is transformation happening, and I like this. I mean, this is the balancing energy. Two major arcana coming in here, and in addition to you transforming into a butterfly, the kind of person that you'll be attracted to is changing too. There's a big change in the energies around you because you're realizing, I don't want caterpillars. I don't want to eat leaves. I want to seek after nectar, and I want to go on big trips and flutter and fly, not walk. And um, and I feel like this transformation you're becoming aware of because you're in the midst of all that here, right? Wow. And then you got another major arcana, the Lover's card. So this is transformation of what you are seeing about what you're attracted to, and we can move from being attracted to strays and fixer uppers to butterflies and to other things that come in with that too, right? And then the Moon card. Oh my gosh. So four major arcana with these last five cards so far. And you have the Moon card. Deep, deep emotional connection, and I feel like there's a lot of hidden below the surface emotions that have been bubbling up for a while. You've been doing a lot of inner transformation work around your emotions, but wow, this is really has been changing and expanding. And this moon energy, you are, of course, very impacted by the moons, and so a good reminder to follow the cycles of the moon, follow the signs that the moon changes every 2 to 3 days will help you understand because you're becoming so in tune with your emotions that the tides that are changing every 2 to 3 days, you're so, 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 so much more aware of it than you ever have been. So it's important to track that too. Then your last one is the Ten of Pentacles. It's the card of relationship. It's a card of abundance in the outside world. And so I feel like they wanted to end on that card through these to show you that there is a relationship that you will have, but you're working out the one that will um, resonate the most with you. And you're figuring yourself out. And so that's why it's been so difficult with all this energy changing and evolving, and you're expanding, and so you're becoming aware of different parts of yourself, and some former relationships just don't match your energy anymore, but there's a part of you that still wants that connection, right? um but there is a relationship that's in your future. It's just a matter of seeking who you are. And they're reminding me, I think it was Mel Robbins. Um, she's what's his name? The big Robbins guy that he's been doing motivational speaking and stuff for decades and decades and decades. But his wife, she's amazing. And I saw something. It was this just today. She was something about when you're looking in, to find a relationship, date as many different people as you can because you learn about yourself, but you also realize what what matters to you and what doesn't matter to you. And so it's like getting to know a lot of different people, which is where you've been, kind of been having experiencing all these people coming around you in your life. And I feel like that's just spirit saying it's okay. You don't have to choose. There's no pressure to choose one right now. It's about getting to know yourself and getting to know these people, because that helps you get to know yourself, because these are mirrors for you, right? Right, I like that. And then we're going to pull an angel number um, for your fortune cookie, and you got 1919. Yeah, cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. So karma will be paying you a visit. It's like past life energy. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lesson so that you don't repeat it in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Wow, I love that. Yeah, Tony Robbins. It was Tony Robbins. Thank you, Delcy. um, yeah, because Mel Robbins, I think, is yeah, because I've seen them together on screen. That's his wife. She's amazing. I follow her on Instagram. All right. So that's what they have for you, Jojo, Johanna. So thank you again for your donation. All right. And then let me see here. It was. Yes. So then we have Pretty. You are up next. And then Aria. And then we'll jump into the other donations that were by PayPal and Zcash app. All right. So, Pretty, thank you for your donation. And you want to know here, is the Sagittarius thinking about you at this moment? All right. Let's tap into their energy, see what's going on with them here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. What else? Anything else you need to know about this Sagittarius? Okay. Well, they do want all those. And those too. All right. Oh, open that those. Okay. All right. Well, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset, letting some old ways of thinking go, new ways of thinking. So I do feel like they are thinking about you, but it's movement of thought too. Um, it's usually a positive thing. It's from like choppy waters to calmer waters, from confusion to clarity. So I feel like things are going. Let's see what else we have here. That's the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups. So they're thinking about relationship, important relationships. Yeah, they do see the Sun card here, which is victory and brightness and warmth. And I feel like they're realizing the joy and the brightness that you bring, you know, when they're around you, they just feel this brightness, or when they communicate with you. And even the Hanged Man here, which is about transformation. So transformation of relationship and thinking of movement in their mind. So I definitely feel like this is a positive kind of thinking that's happening here. Let's see what all these other cards are here. Yeah, we had the Strength card, which the Leo Strength card energy in here. You got both Leos, the Sun and the Strength card that come in here. Are you a Leo by chance? Pretty. But there's this courage and this strength that's building. And I like that. Let's see what this strength is about here. I feel like these three cards are about that. Yeah. So the Five of Wands is a change of energy from a lower energy rooted in fears to a higher vibration. So there is this transformation, and yeah, this Knight of Pentacles, like it feels like Sagittarians can move pretty fast with their fire energy, but when when they have fears of failure, that will stop them in their tracks. And I feel like this Knight of Pentacles they're the slowest moving knight because they're the knight of the outside world, which 3 months every season, it takes things time to unfold. But the star card is about this dream come true. And I feel like they don't want to rush into something because I feel like they've got this belief that things that are formed quickly fall quickly, things that are formed slowly are strong, right? And he doesn't want to rush a dream and rush into something, one that they don't want to, um, they just don't like to hurt people's emotions and things like that. It feels they just, so they're trying to be honorable like a knight with this Knight of Pentacles. It's like they want to be honorable and, you know, not, promise something that they don't know if they're going to fulfill or not. They're very particular in what they say and what they promise. Wow. And then you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. And I do feel like they're leaving behind, they're like doing this emotional inventory where they're leaving behind people that don't serve them anymore. This isn't to do with you. This is to do with their life where they're cutting out other people that they know, like with exes that they were still friends with, that they know, um, relationships that no longer serve them, and all this energy they're investing that they're not getting a whole lot back in unhealthy emotional energy that they're putting out. They're kind of severing ties and backing off of things to get all this emotional energy. It's like they're preparing their emotional bank to be able to provide more emotion. So I like this for you, pretty. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, Five of Swords. So the battle between their head and their heart. So these three cards came out together. The Five of Swords, the Empress, New Birth, Harvest, Sensuality, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so this is here. Mixed in between their fears, the Five of Swords, the mental conflict they've been going through with their fears. In the middle of it, it's like the Empress is emerging, which is a lot of emotion. The Empress rolls over all four queens, and each queen gets a portion of water in addition to their suit, you know. So it ends up being 5 parts emotion, 1 part fire, 1 part earth, 1 part air. And when we look at all that energy, that's a lot of freaking emotion that's bubbling up, but it's about birthing something new. And so I feel like they're getting up their courage. Okay, this makes sense because I asked, what is this courage about? They're getting up the courage to be willing to go, okay, I know this is what I want and where I want to go. So I feel like it's very positive, and they are thinking about you, but they're uh, it's not just daydreaming. It's like they're doing some big thinking. So I like this for you, pretty. So we'll see what they're doing, how long it takes them to do that. But I feel like right now they really are on the verge of making some decisions. Um, and then for your fortune cookie, we'll do the universe has your back. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Oh, I love this. So I'll show it here and then I'll read it. It says, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. And I feel like that's their energy, you know. They're feeling like they can surrender to the powerful presence of love. Through contemplation, I feel like right now they're contemplating a lot of that, the power of love. So I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, pretty. Thank you again for your donation. So grateful. All right. And then Aria, we are to you, I believe. Let me just make sure here. Scroll, scroll. Oops, I didn't give a love and a like to Johanna. We know we did that one though. All right. So Aria, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. So you're going out and meeting new people. Is that okay? No, you must stay home. And I'm just kidding. So you've met people and you're feeling good about yourself. I love this for you. Is Arthur a good person to have as a friend? All right. Let's take a look here. Let me take a quick sip here. All right. So yeah, and I don't even need to pull when I looked at that question, is it okay that you're going out and meeting new people? Absolutely. Um, I'm feeling like spirit is just saying not to, you know, don't don't rush into any relationships though with anyone like romantic. Get to know people, you're getting to know yourself, you're transforming yourself, and all these people are mirrors showing you what you want to see about yourself. And so it's great to get out and meet new people, new friends, new um, situationships, but not any like don't jump out of the frying pan into the fire, per se. Like you're leaving a relationship now, and so give yourself time to be alone, to be single, to be yourself. And because if we go into another relationship right away, we lose ourselves very quickly again. And you're like having this concrete of who you are dry to become solidly you, right? And you're kind of still learning more about who you are and what you want and remembering who you really were, that you kind of, you know, shrunk in your relationship that you were in, and this is a time for you to really shine bright and understand who you are, and then gain this friendships that will keep you living your life and not feeling like you have to give your life up for someone again, right? So I like this for you here. Let me see what else they want you to know about that real quick here, and then we'll ask about Arthur. All right. Okay, evidently they have more to talk about people there. And then this is Arthur, this, and this one, and this one. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. And you have the bottom of the deck, you do have the 10 of Wands. You also have the 2 of Wands underneath that, and the 2 of Pentacles. It's all about all these choices and balance here with this energy. And the 10 of Wands, they're just saying, just, be aware of, all the energy that you're investing, and uh, don't wear yourself out trying to do too much. Manage your energy is an important thing. Let's see what else here about going and meeting people. Yeah. So they're just reiterating it with cards. The devil card is the shaking and the rattling of your cage as you meet people. You're understanding the triggers, you're understanding the fears that bubble up. And so it does give you, that awareness. And the Wheel of Fortune does say that it is for you, these mirrors that you are hanging around, because it is setting you free. As things come up, you are able to transform them and see things differently, right? Um, you also have the sun, yeah, so it's bringing you a lot of clarity, being around these people. The moon, bringing a lot of emotions up from beneath the surface, allows the hidden emotions that were bubbling down below, allows them to rise to the surface. Wow. And you got the Hierophant too, which is your higher self showing you um, the capital T truths around things. And so I love all this. You have the Four of Pentacles too, which the Four of Pentacles, with getting to know all these people, the Four of Pentacles is realizing that a big lesson that comes in with it is that people can't um, bring us stability for our self-worth. If I define myself by relationships of all kinds, friends, family, romance, whatever, then I feel unstable, because people are unstable. Human characters are unstable. People change, people walk away, people pass away. So when I define my worth by relationships or situations or things, but we're focusing on people right now, because we're talking about meeting a bunch of people, you learn that, yeah, I can't find stability in defining myself by my interactions with all of them because they're all unstable. As we all are as humans, we have this little inner child when it feels unsafe and out of control, right? It boots out our stable, emotionally mature, smart, compassionate side, and we become a little 2-year old with its pet hissing cat, and we're you know, become into survival mode. So we will pull a rug right out from underneath you because I need everything for me, right? And so that's the instability of humans, is that at any moment we can, it's like a cat. If you ever have had a pet cat or pet cats, you can be petting them and they're purring, and out of nowhere, into this something freaked them, and the little crazy switch went off, and then they attack you and run away. That's humans too. So I like this, that you're learning a lot about your self worth, which is capital S self, inward and upward. This is who I am. And then you're allows you to see people. And it's like, if you ever have is it pummel stones and they put river rocks in, the pummel stones help take away our sharp edges. That's what our relationships with people do too. So I feel like this is really helping you really learn about yourself and freeing yourself from a lot of stuff too. All right. And then let's talk about Arthur here. Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of deep emotion here with Arthur. Queen of Cups rolls over cups, plus she gets a second portion of cups. So very in tune empathically and with emotions. Let's see what else about Arthur here. The Nine of Wands. I feel like so far it feels like your interactions with them help you persevere. I feel like they're very supportive emotionally, if that resonates, but I feel like they're helping you move past some barriers too. This what else we have here. Yeah, the Celestial Weaver. This is one of the other, there's two extra cards in this deck. And this one is about teaching you your power, that you hold the power of your destiny and your fates. In fact, it's not a very long thing. I'm just going to read it. It's about power, manifestation, interconnectedness. So here is a power card for you today. This is a message for you to fully allow to sink in. Excuse me. Says, weave the fabric of your reality through your thoughts, intentions, and actions. Every thread you weave has a ripple effect in the universe. Be mindful of your thoughts and intentions. They are what shall create a beautiful tapestry of life. You are part of a greater cosmic dance. Your existence is meaningful and interconnected with all that is, all part of the unifying field of consciousness. You are the weaver of your destiny. And with each movement you make, weave love, kindness, and harmony into the world around you. Remember, it's natural for you. Isn't that powerful? So I feel like they're being a mirror for you in regards to this. So I like this for you. So it feels very positive. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah, and then 2 fives. So I do feel like they're helping you here with the 5 of cups and the 5 of swords. They are more than anyone else, I feel like, helping you transform your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets from things rooted in fear to higher vibration, and your emotions from lower vibration to higher vibration as well. So I feel like they're definitely someone to have as a friend, because I feel like they're very supportive, and I feel like you guys both help each other. I mean, you're definitely mirroring things for each other, but I feel like you're also helping each other transform things with honesty and truth and experience. But definitely keep it as friends for now, because I feel like it's an important part of your adventure. But right now, I feel like staying single is very important for you. not being in any kind of committed relationship because you need time for you. And then for your fortune cookie, we're going to pull from the angel number oracle cards here. All right. And this is your fortune cookie. You've got 999. Yeah. Release. I like this. It says balance. And it's about finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. So your current circumstances are ending. So you might take advantage of better ones, right? If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? So this is like with that 5 of Swords and 5 of Cups, you are learning to release old ways of thinking, old ways of feeling, and the cycle of change that's coming in here. I love that for you. All right. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And my gosh, 7:57. Um so I will be coming back in about an hour-ish, to finish out. I've got like 5 donations that I haven't completed yet. So, Michelle, hopefully, you have put your question out into the chat here. I'm just going to take screenshots of all this because it disappears when I switch to my other session. So I'm going to take screenshots here. So I still have donations to do as well as my YouTube channel members. So it's still not too late. If anyone wants to make a donation, I will complete those tonight. It'll just be in about an hour or so when I return back. And when I come back for that session, there won't be a chat, but I will post a comment and pin it listing the order in which all the readings that I finish and come back for. And I will take a look too, just to see. I don't have time to look now, but I might, depending on how many free readings are left, because those are just 1 to 2 cards. They're not as long as the donations because we dive deep for those. So I might also do those too. Let's see here. Whoops. So, Lynn, oh, you're Michelle. Okay. Thank you for that. I was just about to ask. I've like, all right, so you go by Lynn. So sorry. Yeah, so you actually were going to be, you'll be the first one up, and then Infinity, and then Delcy Joy, and then 2 for Maria. Those are the donations that I did not get to. So you'll be up first when I come back in about an hour. And then all of my YouTube channel members, I'll definitely complete those. And then depending if I only have like 2 handfuls of free readings, which kind of just quickly glancing down, I think I might just have like maybe 10. I'll also complete the free readings that I did not get to in this session as well. No, the Gemini, I didn't get to yours. I didn't get to any free readings yet. I still have like a handful of donations. And then, oh, pretty. Yes, pretty. I did get to yours a couple ago. Yeah, so I did complete that one. Sorry, I didn't know that that was you. So I did complete that one. The only ones that I haven't completed are Lynn and Infinity, Delcy Joy, and 2 for Maria. So you might just need to rewind a little bit. Let me see. Let me look at the timestamp. I gotta head over there. 6:26. So I think you were right before Aria. Yeah, right before Aria, after Johanna. if that helps. So I just completed Aria's. So you're right before that one. So just two ago. All right. Thank you guys so much for all your patience getting to your readings. I'm so grateful and I feel so blessed. And I'm so glad we're all on this journey together. And like I said, I'll be back in about an hour or so and I'll finish out everything, all the free readings as well. So thank you for your patience. And if in the meantime, I do have a ton of content free on my main page. 2025 energy forecast by individual zodiac sign. I've got um, solstice readings that go from December 20th to March 20th by element, like air signs, water signs, etc. And a ton of other free content. If you want to check those out while you're waiting, I appreciate that. And thanks for all the thumbs up. I'm so grateful. And like I said, I will return. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So thank you guys again. Much love. And I'll be back soon. Take care.